is he who hears the word of God. That's good. Killing stuff in it, but instead, whatever is in that causes the grass or the crop to grow. It'll kill the.
And good morning, Tiger fans, and welcome to today's first semifinal game here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark in Lexington, Kentucky. Caldwell County winning yesterday 1-0. Will face the Lexington Christian Academy Eagles, and we are interrupting the Pleasant Grove church service at this time, and it will be re-aired today at 1 p.m. And later on in this broadcast, Jordan will go over the church schedule as to how it will apply today. But welcome to today's broadcast. It is beautiful sunny skies here in Lexington. The temperature right now is exactly what it was when we came into the park 3 hours later yesterday. It's 41 degrees. Shane Burns getting the start today for the Caldwell County Tigers, and pitching for Lexington Christian will be Mason Wheeler. Not much is known about the Lexington Christian Eagles other than they are the champion out of Regional 11, and they won yesterday in dramatic fashion in that 10-inning game which preceded our game, winning 7-3, tying the game in the top of the 7th with a long 3-run home run into right field here. To tie it, send it into extra innings, and then getting 4 runs in the top of the 10th to win it and advance to today's game against the Tigers. Tigers in exciting fashion yesterday won their game over the Bishop Brossart Mustangs 1-0 in a well-pitched game with both pitchers throwing gems. Caldwell County's Gabe East going 7 innings, striking out 10, walking 1, getting the win. Bryce Thomas coming in the 8th inning, getting the save, 1 strikeout, 3 up and 3 down in the 8th to win the game for the Tigers. Jace Ryan Filker, a key 2-out hit in the top of the 8th inning, driving home Gabe East, who also was a hitting star yesterday for the Tigers, with 3 singles. Gabe scoring the eventual winning run in the top of the 8th on the 2-out single in the left field by Jace Ryan Filker. So beautiful day here at the ballpark. Very little wind, probably 6-7 miles an hour. The flags are a little movement out on the flag posts. Caldwell County out down the left field line will be in the third base dugout again today in their white uniforms. Doing a little sprinting here. The home plate umpires, the meeting has already been held at the plate, so we're just probably 3 minutes away from game time here. Game time scheduled for 8:30 Eastern time. Not much, again, as I mentioned, known about the Lexington Christian Eagles, except they came into this contest with a record of 11-13. So tough competition in this area of the state. They are a sub-500 team, as was the Bishop Brossart Eagles yesterday, but I don't think that should be any indication of what they can do. It was all the Tigers could do yesterday to get to Zach Hamburg, who threw 8 innings yesterday for the Eagles and had Caldwell County off stride all game long, although the Tigers did pick up 5 hits yesterday. Gabe East getting 3 of them. So you never know what a record indicates, but I'm sure we'll be in for a good ball game here today. One thing the tournament like this does is kind of mess with your pitching staff and pitching rotation. We were able to get 7 innings out of Gabe yesterday, 1 inning out of Bryce is available today for closing duties. Lexington Christian, we know, went to 2 pitchers yesterday. One going 7 innings and one going 4 innings. So I would assume that those 2 pitchers I know the one that went 7 innings is not available today, and the other one probably is not either. So the longer you go in these tournaments, the deeper you get into your roster, and maybe the pitch quality falls off a little bit. But today for us, in this game, we've got our ace, Shane Burns, going, which obviously means we're saving Ty Ramey for the championship game here. Umpire still at home plate. I would think that as we did yesterday, we would have introduction of players. Jordan is here with me getting the camera set up, and what you're seeing is our kids down at the third base dugout ready to be introduced. I'm thinking that's what we'll see here, and then followed by the national anthem. I hear the lineup somewhere being said, but I can't. Nobody's going out and lining up on the baseline, so I don't know whether it's being piped into something else or not.
No, I think that was just somebody speaking on a walkie-talkie.
Okay.
But yeah, 8:30 in the morning, right on the money here
and
from Lexington.
So far, we're not sure how this, we might be 5 minutes late getting this game started. We were over 1 hour late yesterday getting our second game started, and we know yesterday in the third game, Middlesboro beat Pikeville, and then last night, I'm not sure I think the Pikeville score, Middlesboro 5, Pikeville 1, and last night in the final game, Louisville Holy Cross defeated Monroe County, and I do not know the score of that game.
They're now doing the lineup here.
Okay, now where the PA system is introducing the players, and coming out first in the lineup for the Tigers today is Noah Brown, Gabies, Bryce Thomas introduced, Jace Ryan Felker, followed by Dylan Gray, the DH today, Shane Burns, Gage Hendon, Oliver Parker hitting 8th, and batting 9th, the first baseman, Tate Van Hoosier today. Trace Lacey is in left field, but is being DH'd by Dylan Gray. And there's the rest of the Tigers heading out to the third base lineup along with the coaching staff, and now we'll have the Lexington Christian starters being introduced. And the lineups have been completed for the Tigers. Now for the Lexington Christian Eagles. Being introduced first is Jonathan Navis, center field, followed by Evan Byers in right field, Ryan Stuckey in left field. Cleanup today for the Eagles, Devin Buckner at third base, the designated hitter Andrew Brandstatter. At first base, Chase Galloway, shortstop Matthew Johnson. Catching today is Thomas Stout, second base Cameron Smith, and the pitcher Mason Wheeler being DH'd for today by Andrew Brandsetter, and the rest of the Eagles are coming out. And the coaches are out. And we have Lexington Christian down the first base side, Caldwell County down the third base side, and we are awaiting our national anthem.
Thank you, everyone, and let's play ball.
And that concludes our national anthem, and we're just a few minute or two away from live baseball action here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Again, the temperature now warming to 42. Sun out, no clouds at all in the sky today. Just a complete difference than what it was yesterday when we had the threat of rain for possibly the first 2 or 3 hours. Yesterday, Jordan and I driving up through about 60, 70, 80 miles of rain prior to about 30 miles from Lexington. It quit. The skies looked lighter, as if there would be no rain, and that's what it turned out to be. And the temperature eventually for our game yesterday climbed all the way up to 49 degrees. So early this morning it's 42, sunny skies. Umpires are taking their position. Lexington Christian gathering down by the first base bag in a huddle before they break and take the field. Caldwell County, again, the visiting team today. And the Eagles running to their positions, and the warm-up pitches, probably another minute from Noah Brown stepping into the batter's box to lead it off for the Tigers. Following Noah leading off today would be the center fielder, Gabe East, followed by the catcher, Bryce Thomas. Again on the mound today, and something we saw yesterday, the pitcher for Lexington Christian is a left-handed pitcher, and our pitcher today is also left-handed. So two starts here. We've seen two teams throw left-handers at each other. Pitching today for Lexington Christian is Mason Wheeler, and for the Tigers again, Shane Burns. The Tigers in all-A fashion so far in their first-round game against Carlisle County, shut out Bishop Brossart yesterday. So in 15 innings of play here in the All-A State Tournament, one game being played in far western Kentucky, the Tigers have allowed no runs, and it's a proven certainty, Jordan, that if you can't score, you can't win.
Absolutely.
Wheeler just about to wind up his tosses. And again, we're just amazed at how beautiful it is today here in Lexington and how calm it is here at the ballpark.
Bob, I had to get you on the live stream there.
Was my makeup on properly,
Yeah,
Jordan?
yeah.
Well, good.
We got it taken care of today.
Yeah, I didn't see the lady this morning come up with the brush and all that, so I didn't know how it looked. And one more pitch from the pitcher, warm up. The throw going down to second, and we're ready for baseball action here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. There the throw goes down to second. Again, 42 degrees. We were very used to this yesterday, so with the sun being out and warming, this will be probably warming quickly as the time moves on. Little shadows out in the outfield. And we're ready for action here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Stepping in, Noah Brown, number 2, leading it off for the Tigers. Wheeler on the mound, has a sign. Or steps off the rubber, now back on. Is ready, and the first pitch of the semifinal game is on the way, and it's a call, strike one to Noah Brown. Wheeler has a sign in his full wind, and the next pitch is high for ball one. Count evens to Noah Brown at 1 ball, 1 strike. Noah giving some indication on that attempt that he might bunt, but obviously pitched way outside and pulled his bat back. The next pitch from Wheeler is on the way, and again, not attempting to bunt, but showing bunt. Third baseman for Lexington Christian in really 20 feet on the grass. Count now to Noah Brown is 2 balls and 1 strike. Wheeler into his wind, and his next pitch on the way is a call, strike 2. Count to Noah Brown is 2 balls and 2 strikes here to start off this semifinal game. Wheeler looking in, has a sign. And into his wind-up, and the pitch is, again, way outside. Either it's right down the middle or it's a way outside from Wheeler so far. First full 3-2 count of the game. And Wheeler into his wind, and the pitch is a call, strike 3. One out here for the Tigers here in the top of the first inning. One thing on that particular play, Noah made the pitcher throw at least 6 pitches. 3 of them obviously were strikes, 3 of them way outside the strike zone. Into the box now is Gabe East, sitting from the left side, facing the left-handed Wheeler, and the first pitch to him is in there for a call, strike 1. And the next pitch from Wheeler to East is inside for ball 1. Count evens to Gabe East at 1 ball, 1 strike. We're here in the top half of the first inning, game just underway. Gabe East in the box. The pitch to him is way outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. The count to Gabe East. Two balls and 1 strike pitch on the way to Gabe East is swung on and missed for strike 2. Count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 count to Gabe East. Wheeler has a sign into his windup, and the pitch is a call, strike 3. 2 outs here for the Tigers here. Looking at 2 called third strikes, and that pitch had something off of it. Nothing hard so far from the left-handed pitcher from Lexington Christian Academy, but obviously getting a chance to see him the first time through the lineup. Into the box is switch hitter Bryce Thomas. Bounding ball to the third baseman. He's up with it. Throw across the diamond is in time to retire Bryce Thomas, and the Tigers here in the top of the first inning. And for the Tigers in the top of the first inning, no runs on no hits, nobody left on base, and no Lexington Christian errors. And at the end of 1/2 inning of play here, Caldwell County 0, Lexington Christian coming to bat. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
You've heard about OnStar, but have you heard about the new Remote Link app available for your smartphone? Now on most all GM vehicles that are equipped with OnStar, you can lock and unlock your vehicle from your phone. You can start your vehicle remotely from anywhere, and you can check diagnostics while browsing your phone. So let's get this straight. You can be out of town, but your vehicle is at home, and your daughter needs her ball bat in the back seat, and you have the keys in your purse. Panic? No way. Just unlock your vehicle from your phone, and voila, happy teenager. Stop by TRICE in Princeton for info and setup.
And welcome back here to Whitaker Bank Ballpark. We're in the bottom of the first inning here. Caldwell County 3 up and 3 down in their top half of the first inning. 2 of the outs being recorded on call third strikes. And coming to bat here for Lexington Christian will be their center fielder, right fielder, and left fielder. Jonathan Navis leading off. Evan Byers at right field, and Ryan Stuckey hitting third here for the Tigers today.
See Shane throwing right around 80 miles per hour out there.
Or more as he loosens up. We're going to see some hard. We're seeing some.
Do you see the meter there?
Okay.
Right under the visitor home, yeah.
We're seeing the hard stuff from Caldwell today and the slow stuff from Lexington Christian.
Yeah, he was throwing between 60 and 70. Caldwell traveling well today. See quite a bit of blue and gold out there.
We've got more people sitting in the sun today than what we saw earlier yesterday. Nice contingent of people here for the Tigers.
I can't really see them because of the window.
Not many here from Lexington Christian on their side of the dugout. Into the box here is Jonathan Navis. Shane on the mound ready, and his first pitch on the way is right down central for a call strike one. And Shane with the sign, his next pitch is fouled off to the right here. An excuse me swing by Navis. Didn't mean to do that, but the ball hits the bat, goes foul. No balls and 2 strikes the count to Jonathan Navis. Shane ahead of this batter, which we didn't do much at all yesterday. The next pitch in is lofted, popped up on the infield. Oliver Parker is there under it at second base and makes the catch for the first out. One out here in the bottom of the first inning. 3 pitches for Shane in that, facing that particular batter. Stepping into the box now is right fielder Evan Byers, and he was on the mound yesterday when we came to the park. First pitch to him is high for ball 1. The 1 ball, no strike pitch on the way to Byers is fouled back here to the net. Count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. And Burns' 1-1 pitch in is high for ball 2. Count 2 Byers, 2 balls and 1 strike. Shane winds, and his next pitch is hitting.
Oh man, off his helmet.
Hitting him on the top of the helmet.
73 mile per hour ball to the top of the helmet there.
Hear that thump up here, couldn't we, Jordan?
Yeah.
But apparently nothing. No damage done.
No. That's what they're there for, right?
Yes, exactly. With a runner at first base and 1 out here for Lexington Christian. In the box is the left fielder Ryan Stuckey. Felker at third base, cheating in a little bit. The first pitch from Shane is a long fly ball to center field. Gabe East is under it and has it for the second out to retire Ryan Stuckey here. 2 outs here for Lexington Christian. Evan Byers, the runner at first base, and the cleanup hitter, the third baseman, Devin Buckner, hitting from the right side. Soon will be in the batter's box.
Temperature rising at about the same rate it did yesterday, Bob. 43 degrees now.
And it's going to get near 60 today, I think, Jordan. The next first pitch in to Buckner is inside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strike. The count to Buckner. And the next pitch from Shane is on the outside corner for a call strike 1. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. The count to third baseman Devin Buckner. Shane set to the plate. There goes the runner. There's a fly ball hit into right field, and it's going to get over Gage Hendon's head and go to the wall. And Lexington Christian is going to get on the board first here with a double from Devin Buckner. Byers off and running with that pitch, and Buckner putting it over the head of the right fielder. One bounce to the wall, and Lexington Christian gets on the board first here today. Lexington Christian leading now 1-0 here. We're in the bottom of the first. Runner at second base is Devin Buckner, and the designated hitter Andrew Brandsetter from the left side. First pitch into him is a call, strike one. Shane looking back at the runner at second. From the stretch position to the plate is high for ball one. Count evens at Brandsetter at 1 ball, 1 strike. Shane patiently waiting on the mound, has a sign. The next pitch in is a call, strike two on the inside corner. A little change on that one. And 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tigers one pitch away from getting out of this one. The next pitch in is swung on and missed for strike 3. And for Lexington Christian here, they get 1 run on 1 hit. They leave 1 man on base. There were no Tiger errors. And at the end of 1 complete inning of play here in Lexington at Whitaker Bank Ballpark, it is Lexington Christian Academy Eagles 1, Caldwell County Tigers 0. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
Our world is full of different flavors.
Flavors. Different styles. And everybody brings something unique. That's where we got the inspiration.
From McDonald's new signature
Rapid recipe sandwiches like Tito's guacamole.
guacamole made with real half avocado. Sweet barbecue bacon with
Crispy onions. And maple bacon Dijon with bacon with sweet maple seasoning.
you bring your
Flavor to the world. We bring ours to you.
at participating McDonald's.
And welcome back to Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Mason Wheeler on the mound for Lexington Christian, taking his allotted number of tosses to start play here. Tigers trailing for the first time here in Lexington, 1-0. The throw down to second base. And we are soon ready for play. Stepping into the box for the Tigers will be cleanup hitter Jace Ryan Felker. Jace Ryan with the key RBI yesterday, the only RBI in that game yesterday. Hitting from the right side, left-handed pitcher. Wheeler ready to throw, and his first pitch is outside for ball one. And the next pitch in from Wheeler to Jace Ryan is a bounding ball to the third baseman. He's up with it. The throw to first is in time for the out. 2 hard-hit balls to the third baseman so far today, and he's handled them flawlessly. And 1 out here for the Tigers in the top of the second inning. Going through this lineup the first time, hopefully we'll be able to make the adjustments as we get into the second round of hitting. Dylan Gray in the box. First pitch in from Wheeler is in there for a call, strike one. Count, no balls, 1 strike. The next pitch from Wheeler in to Dylan Gray is high for ball one. Count evens to Dylan Gray, 1 ball, 1 strike. The outfield straight away for Dylan Gray, the infield in their normal positions. The next pitch into Dylan on the outside corner for a call, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Dylan. On deck is pitcher Shane Burns. Now the some shifting going on from Lexington Christian. The center fielder moving a little bit more into right center. Wheeler into his full line, and the pitch is way outside and low into the dirt. Hits the catcher, bounces away. And the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Dylan Gray. 1 out here in the top of the 2nd inning. Wheeler looking in, getting his sign, and into his full windup. The pitch is outside and low. Count full now to Dylan Gray. About the at least 2 full counts already in this game. The next pitch in to Dylan is a bounding ball up to the middle. The second baseman knocks it down and cannot make the play. So Dylan Gray will reach on the error by the second baseman. Ball should really have been handled. We're looking to the scoreboard to see how they score. It is scored as an error. And runner at first base for the Tigers is Dylan Gray. Stepping into the box is Shane Burns, hitting from the left side. Dylan on courtesy of the error by the Lexington Christian second baseman. The next pitch is up the middle, and the second baseman feels it but cannot make the play. We're having to reach high for it and just could not get it out of his glove to even attempt to get the force. So Shane, with the Tigers' first hit of the day, is a single up the middle. Tigers with a little threat going here, and the courtesy runner for the Tigers is Dylan Cavanaugh running for Shane Burns, and we've got speed galore at first base now. 22 stepping in the box, and the next 2 hitters, as we've mentioned throughout the year, they get the bat on the ball. Gage Hendon into the box now. And runners at first and second for the Tigers, 1 out here. Wheeler into his stretch. The first pitch, there's a shot into the right field corner. It's going to get down. This game is tied. And a throw back to third. Dylan Cavanaugh rounded third too late, too much. But the throw over there was in the dirt and not able to get him. 1 RBI on that hit by Gage Hendon. And another young man stepping up to the box now that gets his bat on the ball is Oliver Parker. So the Tigers have tied this thing up here in the top of the 2nd. Dylan Cavanaugh, the runner at third. Oliver Parker, an excellent butter. We might see the suicide here at some point.
Bob, this is the most fired up I've heard you all season.
Wait till he hits one over the boards.
Right.
There's a fly ball popped up on the infield, and the shortstop under it has it for the 2nd out. And Oliver failing to, and here's another young man that gets his cuts at the plate. Tate Van Hooser hitting 9th today for the Tigers. 2 outs here for the Tigers. Runners in scoring position at 2nd and 3rd for the Tigers. Wheeler comes set. The first pitch into Tate Van Hooser, swung on and fouled. Tate does not get cheated. Big hit in this inning so far is a 1-run double into the right field corner by Gage Hendon. 1-1 the score here in the top of the 2nd. Wheeler to the stretch, to the plate. There's a line drive into the right field corner, but the right fielder playing over there 20 feet from the line makes the catch. A nice stroke on that ball by Tate Van Hooser, lining out to the right fielder. And so for the Tigers here in the top of the 2nd, we get 1 run On 2 hits, we leave 2 men on base, and there was 1 Lexington Christian Eagle error. So at the end of 1 1/2 innings of play, it's Caldwell County 1, Lexington Christian Academy Eagles 1. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY-FM 103.3 The Tiger.
Actually, Bob, I'm going to hold it here for a second because I'm going to go down our list of sponsors for this game because the coverage of this game would not be happening without these sponsors. TRICE Incorporated, McDonald's, First Southern National Bank, Planners Bank, the Woodall Agency, PENNYRILE Rural Electric, the Princeton Water and Wastewater Commission, Fredonia Valley Bank, and the Princeton Optimist Club. It's a great day out here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Still 43 degrees. Hasn't really quite warmed up, but we're hoping for some higher temperatures as this day goes on.
And just a check of the clock. It's 8:59 Eastern time here. Just coming up on 8 o'clock back home. Shane ready for his first pitch here in the second inning, is in there for a call, strike 1. Took a little bit off of that and had the hitter Chase Galloway not able to swing the bat. Count to him is 0-1. The next pitch in is the heater, and it's in there for a call, strike 2. 0-2 the count to Chase Galloway. 0-2 count. The pitch on the way is swung on and missed for strike 3.
And there's a quick out there for the Tigers.
3 pitches.
Shane just knocking them out, isn't
he? Getting his rhythm down. I think you have to pitch in this part for a couple, 3 innings to get your rhythm, and it looks like he has his already. First pitch in to Matthew Johnson is a swing and a foul ball back to the screen here.
Right over the umpire's shoulder there.
And one thing we noticed about Gabe East yesterday, I took him 3 or so innings to warm up, and once he got the rhythm, he was unstoppable. Next pitch in is a swing and a miss for strike 2.
Took about 10 miles per hour off that pitch.
Shane, I'm not sure how accurate that meter is out on the scoreboard, but he's 10 miles. The next pitch in is a bullet down the central, called strike 3. 2 strikeouts here in the bottom of the second inning for the Eagles, and the third one for Shane today. And stepping into the box is catcher Thomas Stout. Shane into his wind and the pitch. It's inside for ball 1. That pitch coming in registered at 81 miles per hour. Shane's changeup is a little bit, about 10 miles slower, and the next pitch into Stout is outside for ball 2. 2 outs here for the Eagles in the bottom of the second. The next pitch from Shane in is low for ball 3. Shane falling behind this hitter, 3-0. One thing the Tigers have done all year is battle back from 3-0 counts. The next pitch from Shane is right down central for a call, strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike. The count to Thomas Stout, and Shane winds and fires. Foul ball back here out of play. Battle back to a 3-2 count. Count full to Thomas Stout at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Shane winds and fires. Call strike 3 on the inside corner. So 3 strikeouts here in the second inning for the Eagles. They get no runs on no hits. They leave nobody on base. There were no Tiger errors. And at the end, 2 complete innings of play. We're tied here in Lexington, 1-1. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY-FM 103.3 The Tiger.
Mobile Deposit is here. This is Mona Van Hooser with First Southern National Bank, and our new mobile app is loaded with extra features, including mobile deposit. Now you can use your smartphone's camera to deposit checks on the go. Just endorse, point, click, and send. Download our new mobile app and try it today. First Southern National Bank. Member FDIC.
And we're back. We're back here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Another sponsor, Jordan, that we'd like to recognize that helped get us up here is this broadcast made possible by your friends at Princeton Water and Wastewater. We salute the Tiger baseball team for being in the State All-A tournament in Lexington this weekend. Princeton Water and Wastewater supplying quality water and sewer services to the residents of Princeton for many years. At Princeton Water and Wastewater, service and reliability are our two most important products. And we do thank all our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Here goes the throw down to second base, and we're just about ready to start third inning of play here in Lexington. And we're back to the top of the lineup for the Tigers. Noel Brown is in the box. Noel was called out on strikes in the first inning. And Wheeler on the mound for the Eagles. His first pitch in, way outside for ball one. And Wheeler's set for his second pitch, and it's on the way. Fly ball to center field. The center fielder is there under it and makes the catch for the first out here at the Tigers now getting their bats on the ball and hitting some screamers. That last one from Tate Van Hoosier normally gets down in the right field corner. It was only about 10 feet from the line, but they had him shaded to right, and it stayed up long enough for the right fielder to get there and make the catch. Into the box now is Gabe East. Gabe called out on strikes his first time up. First pitch in from Wheeler is way inside for ball one. No ball, one ball, no strike. The count to East. And the next pitch into him is also a fly ball lifted to center fielder. The center fielder turns and goes back on it and has it for the second out here. Two fly balls. Again, Tigers putting the bat on the ball here. But so far, nothing to show for it here in the top of the third inning. 2 up and 2 down here for the Tigers. Into the box now is Bryce Thomas, and Bryce bounced down to the third baseman his first time up. And the first pitch is lined into the stands down the right side. People ducking.
That was a quick, shallow one over there into the stands. Didn't really have much warning on that.
If you don't pay attention on the base paths, as we saw yesterday with Bishop Brossard, it can cost you. If you don't pay attention in the stands, it can cost you. Next pitch in to Bryce is outside for ball one. 1-1 is the count to Bryce Thomas. And the 1-1 pitch on the way to Bryce is down central for a call strike two. Jordan, we got all kinds of windows open today, and I'm warmer today than I was yesterday. The temperature rising now to 44.
Yep.
Wheeler to the plate. Fouled out of play here. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes to Bryce Thomas. We're tied here. Tigers with 1 run in the top of the second to tie it. Lexington Christian with 1 in the bottom of the first to go ahead. We're tied now. The next pitch in to Bryce Thomas is outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the count to Bryce Thomas. Wheeler looking in, getting his sign, has it, and his wind and pitch. The ground ball up the middle, shortstop over, the throw is called out. I have to disagree with that.
Yeah, I absolutely disagree, and the folks at home will disagree because he wasn't. That was rough.
Count the scoring on that play is the shortstop to the first baseman for the third out, which did not appear to have beaten the runner to first, but called out by the first base umpire. But for the Tigers here in the top of the third, we get no runs on no hits, nobody left on base, no Lexington Christian error, and at the end of 2 1/2 innings of play, it is tied here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Caldwell County 1, Lexington Christian Academy 1. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
You can always expect great things at Planters Bank. When we say expect great things, what we're really saying is Planters Bank is here to provide the financial services you need. Planters Bank believes in the strength of our community and is a full-service financial institution. Our employees have a true passion for helping our neighbors, and it shows. See Jake Pepper and the rest of the Planters Bank staff at 208 North Jefferson. Planters Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
And we're back here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Jordan just showing me this last play at first base on his handheld. And very clear that he was safe. He got there way ahead of the throw. So obviously in high school you can't call New York and get them reviewed. Just a blown call here by the first base umpire. And it's still, I like to get on my umpire kick every now and then, Jordan. I mean, he was in perfect play to make the call. One thing that may have gotten in his way here, Bryce dove for the bag. And clearly across the bag with half his body when the catch was made by the first baseman. But it's over with. Just trying to get our listeners a view of what happened, and then actually seeing it on the camera here further convinced me that he blew the call. Ground ball up the middle. Shane over to Tate Van Hoosier, and the first hitter for Lexington Christian here in the bottom of the third, Cameron Smith, is retired on the play going 1-3. First pitch hitting was Cameron Smith. We're back to the top of the lineup here for Lexington Christian. Jonathan Navis popped out to the second baseman his first time up. First pitch in from Shane is in there for a call, strike one. Shane, his second pitch to the plate is a ground ball to the second baseman. Parker up. The throw to first is in time for the out. Oliver playing second base today, has played short and third and left field and center field this year, so you could truthfully say he can play anywhere. 2 outs here. Evan Byers, the hitter. He got hit by a pitch ball the first inning and then eventually scored on the double by Devin Buckner. First pitch into him is a called strike. The next pitch in is another strike call. Coming in at on the scoreboard here, registering 82, but maybe a little bit harder than that. The 0-2 pitch on the way from Shane is swung on and missed for strike 3.
That was quick, Bob.
That was a quick bottom of the third inning. And for Lexington Christian here in the bottom of the third inning, they get no runs on no hits. Nobody left on base, no Tiger errors, and at the end of 3 complete innings of play here in Lexington, Kentucky, we are tied 1-1. And we'll be right back.
This is Holly Van Hooser with the WOODALL Agency in Princeton, Kentucky. Are you wanting the best options that meet your needs? If so, call our friendly and professional agents who are just a phone call away at 365-5541 or visit our website, Woodall at woodallagency.com. We will give you a free quote for your home, auto, or even your business. We will get back with you on the best options that meet your needs. Our office is located at 110 West Washington Street. Call Woodall, y'all.
And welcome back here to Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Game moving quickly here at 9:13 Eastern Time. Top of the fourth inning. Just about halfway through this contest. And for the Tigers here in the top of the fourth, it'll be Jace Ryan Felker leading off, followed by Dylan Gray, then Shane Burns. And if anybody gets on, Gage Hendon, who had the clutch hit in the second inning to score our only run so far of the game. There's the throw down to second base. And we're just about ready for action here. Jace Ryan Felker leading it off here for the Tigers in the bottom of the fourth. Stepping into the box, Wheeler on the mound for the Eagles. Stepping back off the rubber now. Third baseman doing some shoe work down at third base. Now we're set for play here. Wheeler winds, and his pitch is a slow one in there for a call strike one. That pitch coming in at 61 miles an hour registered on the scoreboard. The 0-1 pitch to Jace Ryan is high and outside for ball one. Count 1-1 to Jace Ryan. One ball, one strike the count to Jace Ryan. Wheeler gets his sign, lines and pitches, and it's upstairs for ball two. I think the slow stuff still somewhat has us not handcuffed, but just a little bit off stride. The 2-1 pitch to Jace Ryan is lofted into right center field. It's going to get down and cut off by the center fielder, Jace Ryan, trying for two, and is in there with a stand-up double at second base. Jace Ryan getting it started here in the top of the fourth with a stand-up double into the right center field gap. Cut off by the center fielder, but could not pivot, make the throw, and Jace Ryan coasted in without having to slide at second base. So Caldwell County with a runner in scoring position at second base.
Bob, I stuck this other microphone just outside the window here to pick up the crowd, and I can hear them good out there. Yeah.
Good, yes. Dylan Gray, the hitter for the Tigers now. Dylan reached on an error by the second baseman his first time up. Time called. Caldwell County trying to get something going here. Their leadoff man is at second base. Wheeler to the plate. Little tap goes foul behind the backstop here to the backstop. Dylan pretty adept at getting bat on the ball too. Looking down at Coach Stallings with his sign. Now back in the box. No balls, one strike to count to Dylan. Wheeler to the plate. It's inside for ball one. Count 1 ball, 1 strike to Dylan Gray. Again, looking down to Coach Stallings at third. Back in the box now. Wheeler getting a sign from the catcher. And to the stretch position. And to the plate. A little pop up here. Will it get out of play? And it will.
Right into the Caldwell County section there. Or what we've made our section.
Well, and because I heard it hit the seat, nobody was trying to catch it, I would assume.
No.
And the count to Dylan Gray now, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Dylan trying to advance the runner to third base, if he can. The 1-2 pitch on the way from Wheeler. He wheels and pivots, no throw back to second base. Jace Ryan able to get a really, really nice lead, especially a good secondary lead as the pitch comes to the plate. And Wheeler from the stretch to the plate. Oh, it hit him. Dylan Gray hit by the ball.
Well, didn't seem to hurt him too bad, so we'll take it.
And now Caldwell County with something definitely going. Runners at first and second. Shane Burns stepping in, looking down at Coach Stallings, has his sign. And a ground ball to the right side. The infielders are in at the corners for Lexington Christian. Anything to the right side here gets our two runners advancing to third and second, respectively. Wheeler, first pitch in. Shane is going to bunt, and it's a good one. Pitcher up, throws to first, is in time. Great bunt by Shane. And Shane really made that close.
That was about as perfect as it could be.
Yes, and into the box now is Gage Hendon. Gage with a big hit in the second inning.
Lexington having a meeting at the mound here.
The infielders are in, and again, we've seen the Tigers do the suicide squeeze from this position. We got a great speed at third base. Gage handles the bat really well. And you never know, we might see the suicide here. But all the infielders are in for Lexington Christian. They know this is going to be a low-scoring game for sure on their part, with Shane really now settling down and getting the measure of the Eagles. Gage Hendon in the box. Wheeler is set and to the plate. And it was a suicide. It was a pitch out.
Sorry I missed that, folks. I was watching it.
And the ball, it was a pitch out, and Gage could not get the bat on the ball, did not try to get the ball, did not even attempt at it. It's a ball to him. But Bradley wasting no time in getting the suicide set up. Lexington Christian with the conference on the mound right before that first pitch, obviously looking for it, which is the reason the pitch out was called. And Jace Ryan probably almost got back to third base on that before he stopped and tried to get to home, but the third baseman ran him down. But Dylan Gray able to advance over to third base on that. So with one out here, or excuse me, 2 outs, a smash to the shortstop. Shortstop up, over to first in time. Play goes 6-3. The Tigers starting out very impressive in that inning, able to get nothing. For the Tigers in the top of the fourth, they get no runs on one hit. They leave one runner on base. No Lexington Christian errors, and at the end of 3 1/2 innings of play, the Tigers and the Eagles are tied 1-1 here in Lexington. This is WPKY-FM. We'll be back after these messages. You're listening to 103.3 The Tiger.
May is National Electrical Safety Month. It is also Military Appreciation Month. The people of PENNYRILE Electric salute the men and women of our military serving our country at Fort Campbell and around the world. Thomas Jefferson said the 4 pillars of America's prosperity are agriculture, manufacturing, commerce, and navigation. There is a 5th pillar, America's military, which helps make possible the freedom to enjoy all the others. Apart from PENNYRILE Electric, where we do more than sell electricity. PENNYRILE Electric, your touchstone energy confidence.
And welcome back to Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Tigers taking their warm-up throws. Throw down to second base. And we're set for action here in the bottom of the 4th inning. We're scoreless, we're tied here in Lexington, 1-1. Stepping into the box is Lexington Christian's number 3 hitter. They'll be sending Ryan Stuckey, Devin Buckner, and Andrew Brandsetter to the plate. The first pitch in to Stuckey is inside for ball 1. Next pitch in from Shane is in there for a called strike one. Count 1 ball and 1 strike.
Still 44 degrees out here. Pitch coming in from Shane.
Here's a fly ball to center fielder. Gabe East is there. Under it, has it for the first out to retire Ryan Stuckey, and first out of the inning here for the Lexington Christian Eagles. Stuckey has flied out twice today to Gabe East in center. Next up is Devin Buckner, and he is responsible for the Eagles' first run. A double over the head of the right fielder off the wall. Fly ball to right field again. Gage going back. It's off the wall again. Buckner is going to stop at second base with a double.
I suspect there's a few people sitting at home thinking to themselves, I can make the night service tonight.
2 doubles today for Devin Buckner, so he's the one. He maybe was the one yesterday that hit that 3-run home run that tied it for Lexington Christian.
Game tied right now at 1-1.
And bottom of the 4th, and 9:25 Eastern time.
Yeah.
Shane's first pitch in, squaring around the bunt and not offering is Andrew Brandstetter. Lexington Christian may be attempting to play some small ball here. Brandstetter hitting from the left side, facing a left-handed pitcher. Shane pivots toward second, no throw. Brandstetter back into the box. Shane pitches. Foul ball back here out of play.
David Brown acted like he was going to catch that one.
Up in the upper deck here, just under the facade.
Hit one of the boxes over there.
Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Shane, check of the runner to the plate. Little line drive. Bouncing ball. And Noah Brown could not come up with that ball, and we'll see how that may be scored as a base hit. It is a hit. But Brandstetter could not advance. It was a little looping that had all kinds of spin on it. Into the box now is the first baseman, Chase Galloway. Struck out swinging his first time. Looking for the bunt, and it's popped up out of play here. Tate Van Hoosier charging at first. Shane from the mound. No balls and 1 strike to count to Chase Galloway. Shane comes set to the plate and down central for a call, strike 2.
Kind of having a temper tantrum there at home.
And the no ball 2 strike pitch on the way. Throw back to second is not in time. Count 2, Galloway now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bryce throwing the ball down to second, nice throw, and just about had the runner leading too far. The 1-2 pitch on the way is a little change up, swung on and missed for strike 3. 2 outs here for the Eagles in the top of the 4th. Into the box now is the shortstop, Matthew Johnson. Called out on strikes his first time up. And the first pitch in to Johnson is lined back here, bounding all over around the park here.
Knocked off the Kentucky.com sign.
No balls and 1 strike to count to Matthew Johnson. And Shane checking the runner at second to the plate. Swung on and missed for strike 2. First time up, Matthew Johnson called out on strikes. One pitch from getting out of this inning. Shane to the plate. And a little off-speed pitch goes outside for ball one. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Matthew Johnson. On deck, the catcher, Thomas Stout. Runners at first and second for the Eagles. Shane to the stretch, to the plate, and inside for ball 2. And on the play, Devin Buckner steals third.
Caldwell County thought that was a strike there.
Well, it definitely close. Let's put it that way. Leave it there. 2-2 the count to Johnson. And we're going to hold the runner at first. Shane pointing over to Tate Van Hoosier to hold him. Shane stretch to the plate. Fly ball down the right field side is going to get out of play. And the count still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gage Hendon retreating back to his normal right field position. Johnson in the box. We're set for the 2-2 pitch here. Shane to the plate. Ground ball to the shortstop. Over to second in time for the out. Bobbled by Noah Brown, but able to make the pickup and throw to Oliver for the force out here. Play goes 6-4.
Play had me holding my breath.
Play goes 6-4, and the third out here of the inning. And for the Lexington Christian Eagles here in the bottom of the fourth, they get no runs on 2 hits. They leave 2 men on base, no Tiger errors, and at the end of 4 complete innings of play, we're tied here in Lexington 1-1. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
It's hard to make a choice when it comes to financial institutions in today's marketplace. You want to choose a bank you can trust and has your best interests at heart. At Fredonia Valley Bank, we are committed to making local decisions that will not only benefit you, the customer, but will benefit our local communities by investing your money locally. At Fredonia Valley Bank, we have a dedicated staff ready to assist you and answer any questions you might have pertaining to your banking needs. Give us a call today or drop by our Fredonia Valley Bank locations at 602 Cassidy Avenue in Fredonia or 226 Commerce Street in Eddyville. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
And we're back here in Lexington. Going into the top of the 5th inning here, we're tied 1-1. Caldwell County will send up their numbers 8, 9, and 1 hitters in this inning. Oliver Parker popping out to the third baseman, his first time up, followed by Tate Van Hoosier, and then Noah Brown. Oliver generally puts the ball in play. Wheeler on the mound for the Eagles, and his first pitch to the plate is lined in the left field for a base hit. Oliver Parking, first pitch swinging. Just a nice short stroke on that ball and lining it over the third baseman's head. Into the box now is the number 9 hitter, Tate Van Hoosier. And he gets his bat on the ball with regularity and pretty good amount of speed to go along with his hitting ability. Oliver with the lead at first. Wheeler to the plate, pitch out, and bunted foul by Tate Van Hoosier. And not running on that play was Oliver. But it's clearly a pitch out, and clearly Tate had the bunt sign, so...
Stallings didn't really like that bunt.
Well, we don't know whether Oliver missed a sign or not, but he takes his lead again at first. Tate doing his job on that first pitch, protecting him, and to the plate. It is bunted down the first base line. The pitcher up, and again with a dive back into first base. We can't get the call at first base on that play. Coach Stallin's going over to argue, and that's. I hope you get that one on film.
I missed that one.
I mean, that's just crazy umpiring over here. Play on that one goes 1-3 for the first out here. It does advance Oliver into scoring position with 1 out. But we know the umpire's weakness at first base. He can't make a safe call with a runner sliding head first into the bag. And Noah Brown into the box now. He's called out on strikes and flied out to the center fielder. Wheeler to the plate, inside for ball 1. Tigers with 1 out here, threatening in the top of the 5th. Lexington Christian sending pitcher down to the bullpen. And Wheeler, the 1-0 pitch in, is way outside for ball 2. Pitcher may be tiring here for Lexington Christian. Wheeler, 2-0 pitch on the way. Is a bounding ball to the shortstop. Is over his head. Here comes Oliver around third trying to score, and he's in there. We'll wait for that one, but Oliver bothered the fielder, and the fielder was behind him, and the ball bounced over his arm. And the Tigers, with Oliver running on that play, not running on the play, but at the crack of the bat off, able to get around third and beat the throw to the plate. And
Tigers now up.
We're going to give Noah Brown a hit on that. Tigers now up. And coming out to the mound is the Lexington Christian coach. Again, we mentioned that down in the bullpen, warming up, Lexington Christian has a potential reliever set to come in. And again, 1 run in here for the Tigers. Noah Brown able to end up at second base on that play. Tigers still with 1 out here. 1 run in and a runner in scoring position at second. And Gabe East, the hitter for the Tigers here. Tigers taking a 2-1 lead here in the top of the 5th inning in Lexington. The conference is over on the mound for the Eagles. And stepping into the box is Gabe East. Wheeler infield in at the corners for Lexington Christian. Wheeler from the stretch, the pitch is popped up to the shortstop. He's there under it and has it for the second out. 2 outs here for the Tigers with a runner in scoring position. 1 run in already here in the top of the 5th. And into the box is catcher Bryce Thomas. Bryce both times bounding out to the third baseman. Once in the first, once in the third, and batting again here in the 5th with 2 outs. Runner in scoring position. And the Tigers regaining the lead here 2-1. Time called by the home plate umpire. And we're now ready for action. Wheeler on the mound. And to the plate, way outside into the dirt. No advance by Noah Brown at second base.
I'm laughing because in this big stadium, I still hear 2 people over everybody else. That's David Brown and Barry Burns.
And me if I didn't have his headphone on. And Wheeler to the stretch, to the plate. Ground ball to the shortstop. He's up. Long throw to first is wild. And coming in to score is Noah Brown. And at second base is Bryce Thomas on the error. by the shortstop. No RBI on that, as it was the error that produced the run. But the Tigers have plated 2 here in the top of the 5th inning. That one on the error of the shortstop. And into the box now, Jace Ryan Felker with another runner in scoring position, that being Bryce Thomas. The first pitch in to him is wide outside for ball 1. And it definitely looks like the Lexington Christian pitcher is tiring. Ball really wide. No ball, 1 ball, no strikes, the count. 2 runs in here for the Tigers, taking a 2-run lead here. The next pitch in, another ground ball to the shortstop. He's up. His throw to first this time is good, and Tigers go pick up 2 runs here in the top of the 5th on 2 base hits. We leave 1 runner on base, and there was 1 Lexington Christian error. And at the end of 4 1/2 innings of play, Caldwell County now leading over Lexington Christian 3-1. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
Let's talk OnStar. Most GM vehicles, maybe even yours, are now equipped with OnStar. The benefits of OnStar are immeasurable when it comes to saving your life and the lives of your loved ones, helping locate your vehicle in the event that you can't, and navigating you when you are lost. OnStar offers automatic crash response that sends emergency responders to your location even if you can't speak. Stolen vehicle assistance will locate your vehicle immediately in the unfortunate case in which someone mistakes your vehicle for theirs. Turn-by-turn navigation is available to take you anywhere you want to go with the push of 1 blue button. And you can always stay connected when you activate OnStar 4G LTE and Wi-Fi hotspot on select vehicles. OnStar keeps you informed on your vehicle diagnostics and can even diagnose a problem as you are driving down the road. Activate OnStar on your eligible 2011 model year or newer vehicle today and get 3 months free plus 3 years free of their basic plan. Stop in TRICE Incorporated today for details or assistance on your OnStar activation. TRICE Incorporated, Highway 91 North in Princeton.
Welcome back to Lexington, Kentucky, Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Throw by Bryce Thomas down to second base, and we're ready to start the bottom of the 5th inning here. Lexington Christian now trailing 3-1 here in the game. Tigers able to pick up 2 runs in the top of the 5th. On 1 on a base hit, 1 on a wild throw to first base.
Temperature finally got up to 45, Bob. Doesn't really feel like it, but
the warm front's coming through, Jordan, and we still don't see a cloud in the sky here in Lexington.
Not a single one.
Stepping into the box here, the number 8 hitter for Lexington Christian, Thomas Stout, called out on strikes in the 2nd inning. Shane Wines in his first pitch in is outside for ball 1. Be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for Lexington Christian in this inning. Shane's next pitch in is swung on and missed for strike 1. Count to Thomas Stout. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning is 1 ball, 1 strike. Tigers leading 3-1. Next pitch in from Shane is on the outside corner for a call, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count to Thomas Stout, the catcher for Lexington Christian. Shane winds and fires. Off-speed pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. 1 out here for the Eagles here in the bottom of the 5th. Shane pitching really effectively today, getting ahead of these hitters, and except for 1 Lexington hitter, pretty well he's got their numbers. First pitch in to Cameron Smith is right down central for a call, strike 1. Devin Buckner with 2 doubles here today to lead Lexington Christian. Lexington Christian with only 3 hits. Next pitch in to Smith is swung on and missed for strike 2. And the 0-2 pitch about to be made by Shane Burns, and it's off speed and way outside for ball one. One out here in the bottom of the fifth. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Shane, the 1 ball, 2 strike pitch on the way is swung on and missed for strike 3. 2 outs here for the Eagles here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And the leadoff man stepping in the box is Jonathan Navis.
It's just funny. It's kind of like John David.
Yeah, it's kind of what's that called? Alliteration?
Yeah, something.
First pitch into Navis is a call, strike 1. Shane really sharp now, just really sharp. A little steam on the ball. The next pitch in is fisted off into the Lexington Christian dugout, foul. And quickly ahead here, no balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And the next pitch in from Shane popped up back here.
Holy cow.
And off the top of our window.
Well, I
bouncing
guess that's a
around.
normal thing out here. Happened last year.
Yeah. And the 0-2 pitch in is a little bit outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count to Jonathan Navis. I was just checking out our camera here, Jordan. I want to pull that thing. Little tap back to Burns. The throw to first in time for the out. Play goes 1-3 for the 3rd out here to end the Eagles' bottom of the 5th inning for Lexington Christian here in the bottom of the 5th. To get no runs on no hits, nobody left on base, no Tiger errors, and at the end of 5 complete innings of play, the Tigers leading 3-1 over Lexington Christian. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
So I can get any size Coke for just $1 at McDonald's?
Yes.
A medium?
Mm-hmm.
Even a large?
Well, you're starting to catch on.
Oh, what about a small large?
Well, if a small large was a real thing, then yes, it would also be $1.
I don't think this day could get any better. I'll throw in a striped stop. Oh, you don't have to. You'll need it anyway. Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
It also makes sense to stop into McDonald's and get an ice-cold, refreshing, any-size Coke for just $1. A la carte only. Price and participation may vary.
I had to get her. And welcome back here to Whitaker Bank Ballpark. We are in the top of the 6th inning here for the Tigers. Tigers now holding a 3-1 lead over Lexington Christian. And for the Tigers here in the top of the 6th will be Dylan Gray, Shane Burns, and Gage Hendon. Be nice to get another run or 2 or 3 on to make this thing comfortable.
Yeah.
Exactly. Still pitching on the mound here for Lexington Christian is Mason Wheeler. Dylan has reached on an error today and been hit by a pitch ball. It's officially 0 for 1. The first pitch from Wheeler is a little tap in front of the mound. Wheeler up, throw to first in time for the out. Play goes 1-3 for the first out here in the top of the 6th inning. Into the box now is Shane Burns. Shane is singled and sacrificed his last time up. Play going pitcher to first. Shane officially 1 for 1 today hitting. Wheeler into his wind. And the pitch on the way is down central for a call, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike the count to Shane. And the 0-1 pitch on the way is inside for ball 1. Shane laying off that one, taking it. Count now 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball coming in at just about 60 miles an hour. On those last 2 pitches, the next pitch from Wheeler to Shane His little pop, third baseman over in front of the Tiger dugout, cannot make the play. Count to Shane is now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gage Hendon on deck to be followed by Oliver Parker. We're in Lexington. Caldwell County leading over Lexington Christian here in the top of the 6th inning, 3-1. The 1 ball, 2 strike pitch to Shane is ripped foul down the first base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes, one of the better looking swings that Shane's had today. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count, and the pitch on the way is foul down the left side, out of play. Shane getting his cuts in right now, getting this pitcher measured.
Yeah.
I don't think the pitcher has any fastballs left in him. It's just all in the 60, 65 mile range. The 1-2 pitch on the way to Shane is ground ball sharply up to second baseman. He's up over to first for the out. From second baseman to the first baseman for the second out of the inning, retiring Shane Burns. And into the box now for the Tigers is Gage Hendon. Gage doubled his first time up and then grounded to the shortstop his last time up. Officially 1 for 2, and his key hit got this game tied back in the 2nd inning. The first pitch into him is called strike 1. Gage, very, very capable of putting this ball in play and using all parts of the field. Wide open up the middle here. Next pitch in, downstairs for ball 1. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike to Gage Hendon. Top of the 6th, getting late here. 2 outs here for the Tigers. The 1-1 pitch to Gage Hendon is way outside for ball 2. That pitch at 61 miles an hour. And the 2 ball, 1 strike pitch is now on the way to the plate. And again, way outside for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike to count. Now to Gage Hendon. Bidding to become a base runner here. Count being 3 balls and 1 strike. And the pitch in from Wheeler. Here's a smash to the third baseman. He's up. Throw to first is in time. And Caldwell County goes 3 up and 3 down here in the top of the 6th inning. And for the Tigers, no runs on no hits. Nobody left on base and no Lexington Christian error. And at the end, 5 1/2 innings of play, it is Caldwell County 3, Lexington Christian 1. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
Mobile deposit is here. This is Mona Van Hooser with First Southern National Bank, and our new mobile app is loaded with extra features, including mobile deposit. Now you can use your smartphone's camera to deposit checks on the go. Just endorse, point, click, and send. Download our new mobile app and try it today. First Southern National Bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Bottom of the 6th coming up here for the Lexington Christian Eagles, and they'll send up their numbers 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Number 4 hitter is the one that's done the damage here today with 2 doubles. First up will be Evan Byers, who has been hit by a pitch and went down swinging. The throw down to second base. And we're ready to get the bottom of the 6th underway here. Just about an hour and a half game so far here, moving right along. Pitchers for both teams keeping the score low. And into the box, here's the right fielder for Lexington Christian, Evan Byers. Shane winds in his first pitch, swung on and missed for strike 1. And it would be good to face Mr. Buckner with the bases empty here. The next pitch in is popped up here out of play over our heads.
Right on the roof.
And no balls and 2 strikes to count to Evan Byers. Shane into his wind, and the pitch is going to get by the catcher, and the batter will reach first base. And so Lexington Christian with a runner at first base here via the almost with a wild pitch on that one. So Lexington Christian with a little threat going here, and the runner off ground ball to Oliver Parker. He can't make the play. And Lexington Christian, the runner off with the pitch, is now able to round second base and get to third. Give Stuckey a base hit on that one. Runners at first and third for the Eagles here. No outs here in the bottom of the 6th, and the big guy that's had 2 doubles so far here for Lexington Christian is in the box. Devin Buckner, the first pitch to him is fouled out of play here to the right for strike 1. I would say if we could turn the double play here and let this run score, would be in pretty good shape, Jordan. Chase Ryan not playing in, but on the edge of the grass at third. Throw to first is obviously a throw to let the runner know that the pitcher knows he's there. Lexington Christian sometimes will run the runner at first with a first and third situation. Shane to the belt, to the plate, and there's a ball ripped into, Gage Hendon is there. Runner at third cannot tag. And a smash into right field, hauled in by Gage Hendon. And able to get rid of the throw really quickly, keeping the runner at third base. Key out here for the Lexington Christian, retiring Buckner for their first time today. And into the box now is number 18, Andrew Brandstetter. Again, the throw to first is just a complimentary throw. Andrew Brandstetter has bounced to the into force at second and struck out into the box now, batting from the left side. Time called by the home plate umpire. And Brandstetter with his sign now back into the box, and we're set. Shane winds and fires. Foul back here to the screen, out of play. No balls and 1 strike to count, and it's still good to see Shane get ahead of these batters here with a potential rally underway here. Getting ahead, count now, no balls and 1 strike from the stretch. And they've got the runner at
ball.
And we got a play at the throw down to second base, was not in time.
That's garbage. Clearly safe.
And so Lexington Christian with a run here in the, and I think Bryce was...
Or clearly out.
Yeah, well,
I say clearly safe, I meant clearly out.
And the other runner advancing to third base was Ryan Stuckey on that play. The throw to first base, and had the runner picked off, but he broke for second, and Tate couldn't get the ball out of his glove quick enough. The throw did go down to second, and then the runner broke from third to the plate, and the throw into the plate was not in time to get the runner according to the home plate umpire. And so we're now 3-2 here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Second run of the ball game for LCA was called safe. The young man with great bench runs goes out there.
Bryce wrapping his arm up now. A little bit of a scrape there.
I think we've a little injury here to Bryce Thomas. So, and I think maybe he'll continue. And a runner at third base now. Still batting is Andrew Brandstetter with a no ball, 1 strike count to him. Bryce taking a few throws here. No, I don't think. I think he's just getting loose. If we hear these guys intentional walk, just making sure that Bryce could throw. We're into the box now with a no ball, 1 strike count. The runner at third base. 1 out here for the Eagles. The 0-1 pitch on the way is outside for ball 1. And 1 ball, 1 strike. Lexington Christian with 1 run in here on some funky baseball, as I call it. The next pitch in is right down central for a call strike 2 to Andrew Brandstetter. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Brandstetter. And Shane with nobody to worry about except the runner at third base, totally concentrating on the hitter. And 1 ball, 2 strikes to count, and time called. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brandstetter back in the box, and we've got the infielders in at first and third. The next pitch is fouled down the third base line. And now the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. The next pitch in is high for ball 3. And Shane on the rubber comes to a stretch, and the next pitch on the way is low for ball 4. And it's a walk to Andrew Brandstetter. It's a ball 3 count, I think. And I have to agree. I think the count is 3 balls and 2 strikes. They had it wrong up on the board.
Right. Yeah, why are they going to defer to Lexington?
I have to, the umpire missed the count here.
Really?
No, they are making the count now. They are bringing back the hitter. So
3-2 count?
It is now 3-2 count. That last pitch was ball, but it was only a 2-2 count. Scoreboard had it 3-2. Now it's officially 3-2. And I had it on my book here 2-2, but and the next pitch is popped up down the right field, left field line. It's going to get out of play here. Count still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Infielder for Caldwell at third. Jace Felker at first. Tate Van Hoosier in on the grass. Ball hit to them. They're coming to the plate. And runner at third base. Shane's next pitch in is low for ball 4. Now we have runners at first and third. And number 21 coming to bat, Chase Galloway, has been, maybe we have a pinch hitter here. Or no, I think possibly, but could be a courtesy runner. We'll see here shortly, but no, 21 is near the batter's box, and he has gone down swinging twice. We do have a pinch hitter for Lexington Christian. Number 21 is Thomas Woosty, pinch hitting for Chase Galloway. Pitch outside.
Well, we got a tied ball game, Bob. Pitch gets past the catcher, and runner comes in from third before we can get it back.
And here comes Coach Sallins to the mound. Runner at second base for Lexington Christian, and we are tied here in Lexington. 3-3 here in the bottom of 6. It's been a wild, rough inning for the Tigers, unable to hang on to the ball, and had the first batter struck out, but he reached when the ball got past the catcher. And the attempted pickoff that had the runner breaking for second, couldn't get the ball out of her glove, throw down late there, back to the plate, was late on the tag. And now with the pass ball, scoring the runner from third base, Woosty with a 1-ball count to him, and a runner in scoring position for Lexington Christian. And Shane looking back at second. Next pitch to the plate is outside for ball 2. Shane having to do it by himself here in the 6th inning. Now count 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch to the plate, wide for ball 3. The count 3-0. Shane needing to work back, get this runner out, and the pitch is on the outside corner for a call, strike 1. 3-1 the count to Woosty. And Oliver Parker holding the runner close to second. Burns to the plate. It's wide for ball 4. Lexington Christian with 1 out here, and the only out here so far have been a really line smash in the right field that Gage Hendon was able to track down and catch. Bunting opportunity here for Lexington Christian.
Temperature up to 47 degrees now, but I feel colder than I did when I got here, so I don't know.
And the hitter now for Lexington Christian will be number 13, Matthew Johnson. And we do have the Tate in on the grass at first. We may try to drop Jace Ryan back to cover the bag. He's not in on the grass. bunting situation here for Lexington Christian. Shane from the stretch and to the plate. It is bunted up in there, and nobody can get to it. Falls safely. Strike one on Matthew Johnson. Count no balls and one strike to Matthew Johnson, the shortstop for Lexington Christian. Shane looking in. Has the sign into the plate. Popped up over and is going to get into the stands for strike two. Still one out here for Lexington Christian. Runners at first and second. 2 runs in here for them in the bottom of the 6th, tying this game at 3-3. No balls and 2 strikes to count to Matthew Johnson. The next pitch from Shane is in. There goes the runner. It's popped up on the infield. Tate Van Hoosier over near the dugout and cannot make the catch.
Almost fell in the dugout.
And a valiant effort by Tate on that one.
Yeah, all the Lexington Christian kids acting like they were going to hit him or something. I don't know what all that's about. I wish I'd have caught that on camera.
Just almost fell into the dugout head first over as he leaned over the rail. Just barely missed that ball, too. Again, no balls and 2 strikes to count to Johnson. The next pitch in is a ground ball to the shortstop. Out at second. And out at first, a double play.
Oh.
And the Lexington Christian having some looks at the first base umpire on that one, but at least maybe, I don't know whether even, it was a close play, possibly could have been safe. But for Lexington Christian here in the bottom of 6th, they get 2 runs and tie this thing up. They have really only 1 base hit. They leave 1 man on base, and there was 1 Tiger error. And at the end of 6 complete innings of play, we're tied. It's 3-3, and we will have a pitching change when we get back. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
Planters Bank, located at 208 North Jefferson Street, is locally owned and operated with a strong, sincere focus on customer service. Planters Bank has a diverse team of seasoned professionals in Western Kentucky and Clarksville, Tennessee. Since first opening their doors, Planters Bank has made a name for itself as an energetic player in the financial services market. Stop by and talk to the friendly folks at Planters and find out about the You Choose Rewards program. Planters Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
And welcome back here to Lexington, Kentucky. We're tied at the end of 6 innings of play. Could be a 1-inning ball game from this point. Caldwell County will be sending up here in the top of the 7th. He's sending leading off with Oliver Parker. Oliver got the 5th inning off with a single in the left field. And we do have a new pitcher here for Lexington Christian, and it's number 7, Will McClurg. And McClurg taking his warm-up tosses. And throw goes down to second base, and we're ready to lead it off here in the top of the 7th for the Tigers. Oliver Parker, the pitcher, McClurg, is throwing from the right side. And into the box for the Tigers is Oliver Parker. And we got a little action down in Caldwell County bullpen. And the pitch in from McClurg is in there for a call, strike 1.
Yeah, there's some lanky fella down there in the Caldwell bullpen.
I think I don't know whether he's going to come in or whether he's got the next start. Hopefully we can win this one. The next pitch from McClurg, low into the dirt, back to the screen. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike to Oliver Parker. And time called, catcher out to the mound. Count to Oliver Parker is 1 ball and 1 strike. And McClurg on the rubber ready into his wind, and the pitch to Parker. Swung on and missed for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count to Oliver Parker. And McClurg's 1-2 pitch to the plate is ripped. Diving catch by the third baseman. And the third baseman, nice play on that one, diving and catching the ball just above the dirt part. 1 out here for the Tigers here in the top of the 7th. And in the box now is Tate Van Hoosier. Tate is lined to the right fielder and bunted. And outside is the first pitch into him.
Here comes the next pitch.
And the 1-0 pitch is out on the outside corner for a called strike. Pitch looked wide from up here on that one, but called a strike anyway. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch in. Up high, swung on and missed by Tate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The count to Van Hoosier. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. We're tied 3-3. McClurg's next pitch is low for ball 2. 2-2. The count here on Tate Van Hoosier. McClurg with the sign and the pitch. Kind of popped off the screen here, staying alive. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Van Hoosier. And McClurg's 2-2 pitch is slapped foul down the first baseline. Again, Van Hoosier staying alive. Excellent bat control. Two the count to Van Hoosier. And the pitch on the way is way outside in the dirt, ball 3. Tate's worked the count full here. 1 out here, needing base runners. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch on the way is called strike 3. Oh no.
Ball.
Is a ball. The umpire pointed like it was a strike, but it actually was pointing for Tate to go down to first base.
I noticed he has that same.
And again, you on those kind of situations, when you're using your right hand to call the strike, use your left hand to give the runner down to first, because that could be confusing, as it was to me then. We do have a runner at first base in Tate Van Hoosier, courtesy of the walk. And back to the top of the lineup, Noah Brown is outside for ball 1. Tate getting a good lead at first. Looking at Coach Stallings at third base for the sign. And back in the box is Noah Brown. And the pitch swung on and missed by Noah, evening the count at 1-1. Noah looking down to Coach Allen's third base for a sign. Now back in the box. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Popped up on the infield. The second baseman is there. And the outfielder, right fielder, runs into him, but the second baseman is able to catch it for the second out here. Lack of communication on that play. The right fielder coming something like 90 to 100 feet, where the second baseman drifting over about 15 or 20 had it easily in his sights, but nobody talking to each other. 2 outs, Gabe East in the box for the Tigers. Gabe hitting from the left side, facing the right-hander. Gets past the catcher. And able to advance to second base is Tate Van Hoosier, not able to take third on the wild pitch. Catcher thought he had it in his glove, but it had gotten past him back here to the screen. 1 ball, no strike to count to Gabe East. Runner in scoring position for the Tigers. Anything put into play here into the outfield will certainly score Tate. McClurg from the stretch to the plate. Low inside again for ball 2. On deck is Bryce Thomas for the Tigers, and he's switch hitting, will be hitting from the left side if he gets a chance to bat here in the top of the 7th. The 2-0 pitch to Gabe is wrapped foul down the first baseline. Count 2, Gabe, now 2 balls and 1 strike. Gabe back in the box now. Count to him 2 balls, 1 strike. Tate Van Hoosier on at second base, and the pitch to Gabe is ripped in the right field, and it's caught out there by the right fielder for the third out. Line drive, and right fielder had him played perfectly for the Tigers. Here in the top of the 7th, they get no runs on no hits. They leave 1 man on base, no Lexington Christian error, and at the end of 6 1/2 innings of play, it is Caldwell County 3, Lexington Christian 3. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening. We'll turn it over to Jordan, and he'll give us a readout of our sponsors.
Yeah, we want to thank TRICE HUGHES Incorporated, McDonald's, First Southern National Bank, the Woodall Agency, Planters Bank, PENNYRILE Rural Electric, the Princeton Water Wastewater Commission, Fredonia Valley Bank, and the Princeton Optimist Club. Those are the people who have brought you this broadcast and made it possible for us to come down and bring the game back to Princeton. Temperature now here at Whitaker Bank Ball Field, 48 degrees. Just 10:21 Lexington time here. Still pretty early back home. Now's about when everybody back home is trying to decide whether they're going to go to Sunday school or not.
Exactly. And the bottom of the 6th inning, ending that inning, was the double play by the Tigers, and looks like we'll have a pinch hitter here. And for Thomas Stout, Matthew Johnson grounding into the double play. And number 20 stepping into the batter's box here, pinch hitting for Thomas Stout, is Colton Crager. Shane back on the mound here in the 7th inning for the Tigers. Crager hitting from the right side. The first pitch into him is a called strike. To Colton Crager. Shane, next pitch on the way, swung on and missed for strike 2. And the 0-2 pitch on the way from Shane is swung on and missed for strike 3. 1 out here to start the Lexington Christian bottom of the 7th with a chance to win it here. And into the box. And first pitch into Cameron Smith is a called strike. Smith has bounced out to the pitcher and struck out swinging. The 0-1 pitch from Shane is line fly ball in the center field. Gabe East is under it, drifting over and making the catch for the second out here. 2 quick outs here in the Eagle bottom of the 7th, and they're back to their top of their lineup. Jonathan Navis popped out to the second baseman, grounded out to the second baseman, and grounded back to the pitcher. 0 for 3 today. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch into is low in the dirt for ball 1.
I did that on purpose, Bob, and sure enough, it paid off.
What'd you do on purpose?
Took a bathroom break because I did that yesterday. I came back, everything was going great.
And the next pitch in is a ground ball to Jace Ryan Felker at third. Up over to first for the out to retire the side here. Play goes 5-3 for the third out.
That's what I'm talking about.
And for Lexington Christian here in the 7th, they get no runs, no hits, nobody left on base, no Tiger errors. And we're through 7 innings here, but we're still tied 3-3 here in Lexington. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY-FM 103.3 The Tiger.
This is Carol at the Woodall Agency at 110 West Washington Street in the heart of downtown Princeton. Our agency is proud to have been a part of this community since 1907. We want you to come by and see us soon. We may be able to save you some money on your home, auto, motorcycle, or mobile home insurance. We offer discounts for good students, multi-policy, safe drivers, and many more. We appreciate our loyal customers, and we will work hard to make you feel like part of the Woodall Agency family. Call me today at 365-5541.
We're back here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. We're into extra innings. It seems like that's all we do when we come to this park is go into extra innings. Last year's state tournament game went extra innings. The first game yesterday for the Tigers went extra innings.
The game prior to yesterday's game.
And we're in extra innings today, so maybe the Tigers, with the meat part of their lineup coming up in this inning, pitching for Lexington Christian will be Will McClurg. And leading it off for the Tigers here in the 8th will be their 3rd, 4th, and 5th place hitters. Bryce Thomas, Jace Ryan Felker, followed by Dylan Gray. Bryce hitting from the left side as the pitcher for Lexington Christian throws from the right side. And the first pitch into him is in there for a call strike 1, an off-speed pitch.
Yep.
Bryce down in the count, no balls and 1 strike. The next pitch to him is outside for ball 1, evens the count at 1-1. One here. And the next pitch on the way to Bryce Thomas, ripped into center fielder, and it's going to get down in front of him for a base hit. Rice gets things started here for the Tigers with a ripped line drive single into center field. It's hard to know up here whether the ball's going to carry or not, but that one got down. 1 hop to the center fielder. Into the box now is Jace Ryan Felker, and he'll be hitting from the left side as a switch hitter facing a right-handed pitcher. Not sure whether the Tigers, the Lexington Christian, thinking we're bunting. And the first pitch to Jace Ryan is ripped foul down the first baseline. Jace Ryan with a double today out of 3 appearances, bounced out to third in the second, doubled in the fourth, and bounced out to the shortstop in the 5th inning. And count no balls and 1 strike to Jace Ryan. I don't think he'll be bunting here, Jordan. I think we're going to roll a dice maybe with your best hitter. There goes up, attempted steal. Thomas back, but the pitch goes wide to Jace Ryan. Little gamesmanship at first base by Bryce Thomas. Jace Ryan out of the box looking down for signs. Bryce possibly bothering the pitcher on that last play. The pitch almost wild outside. McClurg to the mound, and there goes Thomas to second base, and he's in there with a stolen base.
I'm glad he went back there, Bob.
Yes, the ball got past the shortstop covering, and the ball rolls about 6-7 feet away, and Bryce did make the right decision there because he would have been. They got after that ball pretty quickly, and an accurate throw would have had him out about 30 feet at third. So Jace Ryan with an RBI opportunity. No outs here in the top of the 8th for the Tigers, and this is where Jace Ryan came through yesterday in the top of the 8th inning with a line drive single with 2 outs in that particular instance. No outs now, and the pitch from McClurg, a time called.
He had to do the hokey pokey to get that get that timeout, but
just 1 ball and 1 strike count to Jace Ryan. Pitch to him is high outside for ball 2. And I think Jace Ryan's bothering the pitcher a little bit, and I think Bryce, the base runner, is bothering him a little bit.
Tied up here in extra innings at the All-A Classic in Lexington.
The 2-ball, 1 strike pitch now on the way to the plate is wide for ball 3.
Ball 4.
Ball 4.
Unless that ump was wrong again. But I don't see anybody arguing.
No. Coach for Lexington Christian coming to the mound.
No outs. Tigers on first and second.
Yes, and Dylan Gray at the bat for the Tigers. Conference going on the mound.
Everybody going back to their respective places. And let's play ball, Bob.
And I think we've got some strategy mapped out here. Dylan Gray into the box for the Tigers. And we got the infielders in at third and first for Lexington Christian. Runners at first and second for the Tigers. Dylan Gray at the bat, and the first pitch from McClurg. He squares the bunt. Popped up and going to get down for a foul strike.
Dangerous bunt there. Hate to see a bunt pop up in the air like that.
You just give up and out there. You don't even get the chance of a swing on deck for the Tigers. Hitting from the left side is Shane Burns, who swung the bat rather well here the last 3 or 4 games. So all we want here is to Dylan to lay down a perfect sacrifice. And the wheel back to the second base. Nobody covering for Lexington Christian. And Dylan obviously going to bunt again. First baseman will be charging. Dylan puts it down. And the tag at first on the way by Dylan Gray, but he does advance the runners to second and third. That play goes 3 unassisted. Sacrifice is good. First out here in the top of the 8th inning. Shane at the plate has singled and sacrificed and grounded out to the second baseman. And they're going to walk Shane intentionally. And that will load the bases here. Coach Allen's giving some instructions to his base runners at second and third. Gage Hendon with the bases loaded, 1 out here in the top of the 8th. And we've got courtesy runner Dylan Cavanaugh for Shane Burns. And again, tremendous speed at first base here. And
1 out.
1 out, and Gage Hendon able to get his bat on the ball. These next 2 hitters will put the ball in play. Actually, the next 3 hitters, Hendon, Parker, and Van Hooser.
We've got all kinds of speed out there on the bags, too.
Oh, yes. Anything that gets through the infield will likely score 2 runs. The wind in the pitch by McClurg is way outside for ball 1. And just tremendous speed at third base, and Bryce Thomas. This ball gets past the catcher. There's no way that they can throw him out at the plate. The 1 ball, no strike pitch to fly ball to the center fielder. Thomas is tagging, and here he comes to the plate to throw into the plate. Not in time.
Scores.
And all runners advance on the play. Gage Hendon coming through with a fly ball, driving in his second run of the game. Tigers taking a 4-3 lead here in the top of the 8th. Bryce Thomas scoring from third base. Actually, the second out here in the top of the 8th.
Right.
Sacrifice fly. And into the box now is Oliver Parker. Oliver hit into a lot of bad luck last time. Line drive caught by the third baseman. His first pitch into him is wide for ball 1. Both runners able to tag up and advance on that fly ball out to center field by Gage Hendon. Count 1 ball, no strikes to Oliver Parker. The Tigers with a lead here in the top of the 8th. And the next pitch from McClurg is on the inside corner for a called strike 1.
Yeah, okay.
Took the umpire maybe 2 seconds to figure that one out.
Yeah.
We're 1 ball, 1 strike, the count here to Oliver Parker. McClurg looking in, getting a sign, working really slow. Next pitch in to Oliver is low for ball 2. On deck, Tate Van Hooser. Warming up in the bullpen is... And the next pitch in to Oliver is wide for ball 3. Warming up for the Tigers in the bullpen is Bryce Thomas. So Bryce more than likely will come in and pitch the bottom of the 8th when we get there. Tigers with a 1-run lead here in the top of the 8th, scoring once here. Next pitch in to Oliver is down central for a call strike 2. We're 3 balls and 2 strikes here at Oliver Parker. Runners at second and third. And Lexington Christian positioning their infielders and outfielders. Oliver back into the box now. Full count to him. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners in scoring position at second and third. The pitch from McClurg is a tapped high chopper to third base. Third baseman to first in time for the out. But Caldwell County gets the lead here in the top of the 8th, scoring 1 run. on 1 hit, 2 men left on base, no Lexington Christian errors, and at the end of 7 1/2 innings of play, Caldwell County with the lead now, 4-3. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
PENNYRILE Electric reminds you this is National Electrical Safety Month. A good time to check your electric outlets, wiring, and appliances, and make sure they're all safe and in good condition. Replace and bring up to date old overloaded outlets and replace worn or damaged cords, wiring, and appliances, and use only light bulbs of proper wattage. All things we take for granted, but observing electrical safety is very important to your safety. A reminder from the folks at PENNYRILE Electric, your Touchstone Energy Co-op.
We've got some changes here for Caldwell County. Bryce Thomas is coming in to pitch the 8th inning, coming in to catch, and replacing Tate Banhoosier is Ty Ramey catching.
Bob, we want to thank all our viewers on YouTube right now. We've gotten 256 hits throughout the game, 83 people watching right at this moment, and 84 now. Somebody just joined us, so we appreciate that.
Somebody opted maybe to stay home from church. I hope that's not the case, Jordan. But
well, if it is, just make the evening service.
Exactly. Or get there late if we have a quick 8th inning here.
If you show up late, you'll have a few people turning around, mouthing to you, they win, they win.
And the throw down to second base. And we're ready here for the bottom of the 8th inning for Lexington Christian. Again, we got to go through some of their meat. It's Evan Byers, Ryan Stuckey, and the gentleman who's stung the ball all day long, Devin Buckner. Bryce from the right side. His first pitch on the way is high for ball 1 to Evan Byers. Caldwell County with a 1-run lead here. Bryce winds and pitches on the outside corner for a called strike 1. Count now 1 ball, 1 strike to Evan Byers, who's been hit by a pitch, struck out swinging, and advanced on the strikeout in the previous inning where the catcher could not handle the 3rd strike. So that one pitch inside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. The count to Byers. Bryce winds and fires. It's high for ball 3. What we don't want is to get the leadoff runner on. If we can keep from it, always a danger sign.
Right.
3-1 count. Bryce to the plate. Swung on and missed for strike 2. The other thing we want to do is really hang on to the pitch here.
Something's going to happen here, Bob.
And the next pitch in is swung on and missed for strike 3.
And Bryce is fired up.
Bryce coming back from a 3-1 count to strike out Evan Byers, swinging. First out here for the Eagles here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
2 outs away here, Bob.
Shane with 10 strikeouts in his 7 innings of work. The first pitch in, slow curve is a strike to Ryan Stuckey, the left fielder. Bryce coming in yesterday to get the save for the Tigers. Ahead in the count now. No balls, 1 strike. The next pitch in, just a little bit high for ball 1. And the next pitch in is a little bit wide. 2 balls and a strike to count.
Swing and a
Swing and a miss on the next pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here.
Count, as Jordan has said, is now 2-2. Bryce winds and fires. Calls strike 3 on the little curveball.
Yeah. Now we're talking, Bob.
And it's good to face this guy with the bases empty. Buckner has doubled twice and lined out hard to the right fielder, Gage Hendon.
Now we'll point out we're pretty sure it was Buckner yesterday who hit a home run.
I'm pretty sure
in the first game of the day yesterday.
I'm pretty sure he got.
I mean, I know they had a home run. I didn't. I was setting up while this game was going on, but.
And with Buckner in the batter's box, batting from the right side, time is called. Nobody on here for Lexington Christian, which is the way we like it. First pitch in from Rice Thomas is a slow curve in there for a call strike 1. Brights looking in with a sign. And the pitch, again, a little breaking ball on the inside corner for a call strike 2. Buckner, having not seen this pitcher, victim of 2 curveballs so far. No balls and 2 strikes. The Tigers are 1 pitch away from a victory. The wind and the pitch by Thomas. Here it comes. Swung on and missed for strike 3.
Yes.
Bryce Thomas coming in and getting the save here.
The Tigers are going to the championship game.
And the Tigers advancing to the championship game here in Lexington. Winning this one 4-3 over the Lexington Christian Eagles. And we'll get our act together here, Jordan. We'll come back after these messages from our sponsors. And this, you're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
It's hard to make a choice when it comes to financial institutions in today's marketplace. You want to choose a bank you can trust and has your best interest at heart. At Fredonia Valley Bank, we are committed to making local decisions that will not only benefit you, the customer, but will benefit our local communities by investing your money locally. At Fredonia Valley Bank, we have a dedicated staff ready to assist you and answer any questions you might have pertaining to your banking needs. Give us a call today or drop by our Fredonia Valley Bank locations at 602 Cassidy Avenue in Fredonia or 226 Commerce Street in Eddyville. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
So you're sitting at home, relaxing after a hard day at work. You would like to shop for a vehicle, but simply didn't have the time today. Well, thanks to modern technology and your friends at TRICE, you can pick out the perfect vehicle, get an estimated trade-in value, and even submit a credit application from the comfort of your living room. Visit TRICE.com, and in just a few short minutes, you could be on your way to a new car, truck, or SUV. TRICE Incorporated makes it simple to shop from the comfort of your own home. That's TRICE.com, Highway 91 North in Princeton.
Our world is full of different flavors. Flavors. Different styles. And everybody brings something unique. That's where we got the inspiration from McDonald's new signature crafted recipe sandwiches like pico guacamole. Guacamole made with real half avocado. Sweet barbecue bacon with crispy onions. And maple bacon Dijon with bacon with sweet maple seasoning. You bring your flavor to the world. We bring ours to you. At participating McDonald's.
Mobile Deposit is here. This is Mona Van Hooser with First Southern National Bank, and our new mobile app is loaded with extra features, including mobile deposit. Now you can use your smartphone's camera to deposit checks on the go. Just endorse, point, click, and send. Download our new mobile app and try it today. First Southern National Bank. Member FDIC.
You can always expect great things at Planters Bank. When we say expect great things, what we're really saying is Planters Bank is here to provide the financial services you need. Planters Bank believes in the strength of our community and is a full-service financial institution. Our employees have a true passion for helping our neighbors, and it shows. See Jake Tepper and the rest of the Planters Bank staff at 208 North Jefferson. Planters Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
And we're back here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark, again in thrilling fashion. The Caldwell County Tigers winning in extra innings as they did yesterday, winning today over the Lexington Christian Eagles 4-3, scoring 1 run in the top of the 8th inning on a sacrifice fly by Gage Hendon. Gage driving in 2 runs today. Noah Brown getting the other RBI, and 1 scored an unearned run on some errors by Lexington Christian. The Shane Burns picking up the win today, going 7 innings, allowing 3 runs, all earned, striking out 10, and walking 2 batters. Shane really effective today. Bryce Thomas coming in the bottom of the 8th, facing 3 batters, getting all 3 to strike out, walking none. He picks up his 2nd save of the tournament, picking up the save yesterday in relief of Gabe East. The Tigers with 1 run in the 2nd inning to tie it at 1-1, 2 runs in the 5th to take a 2-run lead at 3-1, and Lexington Christian coming back in the bottom of 6th with a couple runs on some real shaky play by the Tigers. Goes into the 7th inning, both teams scoreless, and in the 8th inning, Caldwell County puts the winning run on the board. In that inning, Bryce Thomas leads off with a single, advances on a stolen base. Ryan Felker walks, a sacrifice good, advancing both runners to 2nd and 3rd by Dylan Gray. Shane walked to load the bases with 1 out. Big out from Gage Hendon on a sacrifice fly ball to the center fielder. The throw home late. Bryce Thomas scoring for the run that gave Caldwell County the lead and eventually the victory here at Whitaker Park. The next game up here, the other semifinal game will feature Middlesboro versus Louisville Holy Cross, and we'll cover that game when it is played, but there will probably be about a 2.5 hour lag between the time, and I'll let Jason or Jordan, to go over the how the church services are going to work in the afternoon.
I was going to say thank you, Bill, but you corrected yourself. Let's see. Back home, it is 9:51. We'll air Southside. We'll air First Baptist at their regular times, and then we'll play our game. At the conclusion of that game, I will play in order Pleasant Grove, Ogden, Donaldson, and Crosstalk. Just whenever that game concludes, I'll schedule those to play following, and
And we'll go over that schedule again as we resume on the air, possibly in 2 hours plus. On that, the Tigers leaving their dugout and heading down to the left field pavilion under the tent. And that's going to wrap it up today. Another thrilling victory for the Tigers. The Tigers now in the championship game in the All-A State Tournament here by virtue of today's thrilling 4-3 win over the Lexington Christian Eagles. And this is for Jordan Dunn. That's going to wrap it up. And for Jordan, this is Bob Hayes thanking you for your time and listening to our broadcast, and thanking our sponsors for making this broadcast possible, and thanking our listeners for allowing us into their homes and or place of businesses. And final score, once again, from Whitaker Bank Ballpark here in the first semifinal of the day. Caldwell County winning over the Lexington Christian Academy Eagles 4-3 in 8 innings. So long for now from Lexington, Kentucky.